Hey, what's up, guys? This is Netta with Inner Peace with Netta, and on today's video, I will be talking about a very special number. Okay, but before I go into the meaning of this number, I just want y'all to know, like I always tell y'all when I do these numbers, meditate on these numbers yourself to see what the meaning is for you. What type of relevancy does the number have in your life at this present moment in time? So meditate on it, pray on it, just ask, the divine, your spirit guides, angels, master teachers, ascended masters that are around you, ancestors. What is this meaning? Just go with it, okay? And that's how you will tap in. So, what number I am doing today is number 144. So, if you've been seeing this number repeatedly, it has several meanings. So the first one I'm going to go through, first meaning is the 144,000 that is in the book of Revelations in the Bible, which this is in other, wisdom teachings and other, spiritual texts as well. And also, the Native Americans, the Hopi tradition, they also prophesied the 144,000 rainbow children. So it all aligns up. So the 144,000 beings or souls are here to change Earth and to change the world, to raise it to a higher frequency. So when I was seeing this number and I kept, looking at the definition, and I was like, okay, what does this number mean? And I heard people talking about it when I would go to events, and they're like, yeah, I'm seeing this number as well. And I'm talking about like events, like spiritual events, or where I would network, where it's like more of a holistic area. It's not like I'm going to the club or I'm in Walmart or something, somebody talking about the 144, which it could happen because that's synchronicity, right? So, so we're supposed to bring healing and change, okay, the 144,000. So that is giving you a wake-up call that you are a light worker, you are a light bearer, and I always talk about that, the light and the dark, and shadow work, and how to accept all of it within you, right? And to do the inner work. But you are a lighthouse, so we are supposed to shine our light. So you see the 144. You are part of the 144,000. Meditate on it, pray on it, okay? And that's a beautiful thing. And even if you don't have to be religious to read the Bible, there's a lot of great wisdom in the book if you can decode it and understand it. And that's what I'm currently doing now, because I didn't understand a lot of the words. I'm like, this is hella archaic. Like, they talking like they're past Shakespeare, like, like what is going on. But if you tap in and you ask the divine, or whatever ascended master or teacher that is around you, or Jesus, or if you read another spiritual text and you want to, ask Buddha. But me, I ask Jesus, and you will get that, decoded. And, I would call on Jesus anyway if I needed to decode the Bible, because he spoke in parables. So if you want to understand what he said, you might as well call the main person who said what they said, right? But anyway, so yeah, and it's real enlightening. Like when I read it, and when I was seeing the number, because I was seeing the number like 6 months before I read the Revelation, right? And the way it's just like really enlightening. It's just like so dope how everything was worded. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just like how it's broken down and how it it talks about the third eye, but you don't know that it's talking about your third eye, the ajna, you know, it's just, it's dope. So you just gotta understand it, and you just have to like take your time and decode it, because it does have wisdom, you know, and to tap in, you know, to really tap in. So and if you're seeing the 144 and you are on your mission, or you're going through your self-realization and self-actualization, it's a wake-up call to recommit to your soul's purpose, to your divine mission. You know, it's like, hello, what's up? Like, you know, we can get distracted in our lives. We can get stuck, stagnant, you know, just not knowing where to turn, and just try to do the best you can. Like, I know when I first started seeing numbers, I thought it was cool at first. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing numbers. At first, I wasn't really sure, because I'm like, why am I seeing repeating numbers? And after a while, it started getting on my nerves, because I wasn't understanding it, and I'm just like, why am I seeing numbers repeatedly? And then I have to research and decode a number, and then I started understanding, like, remember, wake up. You're into mathematics, numerology, like maybe that is part of your soul's purpose, and you gotta go a different route. It's not what you think. And technically, it's not about us. It's about us assisting one another. You know, having that balance. Of course, you gotta take care of yourself. But when you see numbers and you don't understand something, don't get frustrated. Just pray on it and meditate on it, and just ask them. Be like, what does that mean? I'm straight like that. And trust me, your awareness, or you will see a sign. You'll get some information, or somebody will say something, and will synchronize right into you. And a lot of times, we don't listen because we're just so caught up in our ego, or, yeah, our ego, and we're just so caught up outside of ourselves so much. And I'm telling you that from my own experience. And just so that it can be a little smoother path, because you still going to have challenges. Like, it bothered me that I was seeing numbers and I couldn't understand it. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to tell somebody that I'm seeing numbers? You understand? So I want y'all to know, like, don't get frustrated. Trust and believe me, people are seeing numbers. People, go to people that you feel like that have an open mind, and trust and believe me, people are seeing their numbers. People are seeing their birthdays, which I will do in another video. But if you're seeing numbers, just pray on it and go with that. Don't get all crazy, like, why do I keep, is something wrong? No, it's nothing wrong. You're just waking up to remembering who you are. You know, there's nothing lost about you. You just don't remember who you are. And I mean, if you want to say you lost, then say you lost in the source somewhere, because you were just so programmed. So the numbers is waking you up to say, like, hey, it's your time to shine. Like, you know, it's for your soul mission. Like, wake up. You know what time it is now. Even though you really don't know what time it is just yet, but they're going to keep sending you numbers, and you'll have whatever experience that you're supposed to have, you know, in your spiritual awakening. So, also 144 will tell you it's time for you to do things in a different way. So whatever your dreams, your goals, or however you live in your life, do it a different way. Something that's going to serve you. Priority is first, okay? I'm telling y'all that because that's the sign that I begin to select your priorities. Organize your priorities. It's not like you cannot have fun. No, you're supposed to enjoy what you're doing and be passionate and have fun. But you do have to select your priorities to get stuff done. Because every minute of the day you will not be happy. but you got to get stuff done. So select your priorities, because the number 4 is about practicality, and looking at the small things, the detail, being organized, and preparation as well. So when you got that number 444 twice, it's really really building a solid foundation. Like that's what 4 is about, having a solid foundation, okay? So that you can be fruitful, You don't want all those weeds and all that. You don't want sand. You want solid concrete, so that you can build. And number 1 is, you can say, new beginnings, leadership, alpha, omega, new beginnings. So 144, work on your higher purpose and be efficient. And with anything in life, you need self-discipline. And discipline don't have to be you don't have to be hard on yourself, but be stern. Don't berate yourself. Like, that's not helping. You're just, if you do that and you talk nasty to yourself, you're just feeding your ego, and it's just going to make it worse. Okay? Be present and tune in. 144 wants you to be present and tune in. So if you got to meditate more than 1 time a day, do it 2 to 3 times a day, then fine, do it. There's walking meditations, ground yourself. And that's another thing when you're saying numbers, just ground yourself. Ground yourself, because they'll be on your phone. You'll see them on receipts. You'll see them on packages. When you're on your computer, when you're watching TV or something, just anything. And they'll keep coming. If you're not listening, or they will keep coming to you. So ground yourself. Ground yourself, meditate, and tune in. Okay? Also, go do things in a way so that you can have joy and have more grace, in your life. So meditate, pray, and also remove the anxiety and the negativity. It was really a process for me to remove a lot of negativity, because I had a lot of trauma in my, life. And I had a lot of old habits, and it was just old ways of thinking. And I could get triggered, and it was just like, you know what? They were sending me signs like, look, sis, that this right here, this negativity, this anxiety needs to stop. You need to remember who you are. Because the negativity and the anxiety and being depressed and having all this sadness, and it lowers your vibration. We are here to raise our vibration, and it's not saying that you can't be sad or you can't have emotions. It's just that you need to raise your vibration. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're purging. You're going through a form of purity. Okay? So, yeah, that's what the 144 is about. And yeah, so please pray, meditate, ground yourself with these numbers, and write them down. Write down the meaning. And if you see them, like for me now, I know when I see certain numbers, I'm like, okay, you're not on point. Or if I see a number, it's like, okay, you're doing good. You got it. You're doing what you're supposed to do. All right, keep going. Just keep going, okay? This is really about getting you to your soul's purpose and on your mission. So if you never had like angel contact or a cinemaster or any type of spiritual contact, and this is like your first spiritual contact, like this is the universe speaking to you. This is the divine speaking to you. If you haven't ever seen, or heard, or sensed, but you can see numbers. Numbers, have a vibration, and they all have a meaning. Okay? our DNA and everything is encoded, you know, with numbers. Everything has a vibration. Everything is energy. Numbers are energy as well. So, and you may also see numbers, see letters, and you just decode it by the numbers. Okay. So, I just want to tell you that. Make sure you stay grounded, pray, meditate, and when you see the numbers of these, the meaning of these numbers, just like take action towards that, or the best that you can, or just journal. I always tell you to write, just journal it out, and to see what comes up for you. Okay. Yeah. So I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.